See, the object here is to put it out as far as you can, like that. Yep. And what you want to do is you want to reel it nice and slow, so it gets the good action, so where the fish can bite. Now, sometimes they might not bite. Sometimes it takes a while, but you just gotta wait it out. That's the object. Now, sometimes when you feel it bite, it's either fish or it's just weeds. Most of the time, it's weeds. Sometimes it can be fish. You never know. But yeah, this is only the beginning. We're just getting started. Now, if you see these weeds here, that's not what you want to throw at. You want to throw up more others. Because these bass here, they like to hide in the weeds. Now, over here you got your bass, your tilapia, your bluegill, your crappie. And sometimes it can be big crappie in here, but you never know what you're going to find in these things. That remains to be unquestioned. Now you can find all your local storm lures at any available fishing or bait and tackle shop. Now, I like my preference. I love using Sassy Sally's, the white frost clear kind. Those are a hit. They like those, but sometimes they can change what they like. So that's why I'm using one of these storm lures right here. Now these are one of the best. These are like a mullet color kind. I'm not sure, but it's a big hit. Bass will tear them up on these. Alright now? Alright. Let's keep it going. Now how you see how it's so quiet right now? That's because they're not really biting right now. They're not out to eat yet. You just gotta make them come out. Now these bass in these lakes, they can get up to about, I don't know, 10 pounds, maybe 8. 8 is the least they can get. But the biggest I ever caught, I'd say would be a 6, 5.5 pound. It's pretty big, yep. Like I said, you never know what's gonna happen in these lakes. You just gotta wait it out. Think positive. Think that you're gonna catch one. y'all didn't know this, I do work at Bass Pro Shops right here in Tradition, right by these lakes. It's only like 5 miles down, not even. It's like 10 minutes away. Yep, you can come in. I'll give you a good discount. Just depends on what you buy. And yeah, I work in the fishing department. I worked there for over a year and a half. Yep, it's very good, very good. Yep. So yeah, if you have any questions or concerns, just hit me up. Yep, I would be glad to help you. See that seaweed? You don't want to catch that. So you shake it off. See, right now this is not the feeding time. So you just gotta play the game like it's your last. A special friend said that to me. Shout out to Shan Johannes. Thank you for that. And one person also told me to never give up. Thank you, Dad. Love you. Shout out to the class of 2015. Love all you. So, yeah. This is what I like to do in my spare time, you know. Do a little fishing right here. See what I get. Sometimes I get nothing, sometimes I get something. You never know. See that little duck right there? Yeah. This can be a pain in the butt. Now, if you're going to be doing freshwater fishing, I would suggest you go with a 7-foot pole, medium action, and I would get 10-pound test just to start with, especially if you've never fished freshwater. That goes with saltwater too. Saltwater can go up to 20 pounds. I would say 20 pounds. But freshwater, like I do a lot more freshwater. So I do 10-pound test to start off. Alright? Right there. See, that's a hit right there. See that little point? That could have been a hit. No, it could have just been my lure. It sounded like a fish. Just gotta reel it in just to know. Alright, see, it was nothing. It was just probably just a lure. See, the object is you want to look for the ripples. Whenever you see ripples, that means that they're fish right there, especially bass. They make the biggest ripples. Alright? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. That was just weeds. Anything can happen on a day-to-day basis with these fish. You don't know what they're capable of. Sometimes they like you, sometimes they can be your worst nightmare. You never know. These fish are very picky. Plus, you can tell if you have a fish. You put your line, you put your 2 fingers on the line. That's when you know you have a bite. But what I like to do is I just like to play it out and not even test the line. Just wait for that hit. When you know it's rough, you see your rod tip bending. That's when you know you got one. But sometimes it could be weeds. You never know. It's hard to tell. Like that, right there. See how it's bending? Yeah, that's when you know it's weeds. All right, we're gonna move a little bit downer. Nothing's hidden right here. Now, what a lot of people like to use, they usually like to use these toads here. Well, I like them too, but for some reason I like swim baits better, just because I like their action on them. But whatever you feel comfortable with, that's what you test on a fish. But it's whatever you like I said. Now with the swim bait I'm using, it's about a quarter or half an ounce. Yep. Not too big, not too big. You don't want to get, I mean, you can use big baits, but I like to use smaller baits just because their action, plus these have paddle tails on them. Alright. See these paddle tails right here? That's the paddle tail. So it makes them move faster in the water. Alright. Now, one interesting fact you ought to know is that I actually caught my first bass right here in these lakes. It wasn't big. It was about a 1 2 pounder, nice small one. But it was a great feeling that day. So I would like to also know where y'all caught your first bass at. So if you would like send your feedback, just text me or Instagram me, alright? If you have any questions or concerns about the bait I'm using, or the line, or the pole, feel free to talk to me. I would glad to get back on your answers, your questions. Now you want to reel nice and slow. You don't want to reel too fast. I'll scare the fish away. Oh, okay, see that ripple right there? I don't know if you saw it, but yep, there's a fish right there. So we're going to go over there, hit that spot, and see what happens. What you want to do is you want to try to get it right on that ripple, or at least close to it. Alright, that was a little too far, but we'll bring it back to where that ripple was. See if that fish will come. Nice and slow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was part 1 of fishing